do I have to stand here like this?
Just give me one more second.
Kelly, I have a meeting in 15 minutes.
Okay, Grumpy, turn around.
Where'd you get all this stuff from?
Does it matter where I got all this stuff from?
So, what's the occasion, huh?
You are.
Me?
I'm proud of you, Jeffrey. Because I know what it took for you to accept Mason as your brother.
Kelly, this isn't necessary. I mean, I appreciate the thought and all that, but, you know, there's really not that much I can't take credit for.
What are you talking about? You just got over years of bad feelings, Jeffrey. Come on, drink up. You can't waste the champagne, it's imported. What is wrong?
No, nothing's wrong. It's just like I said, you know, I do have a meeting to prepare for that conference with Osmond. Listen, thanks for this. Maybe we'll get together a little later on, okay?
Well, that's incredible. You can actually feel the foot. Was he hungry, you think, or angry?
I think he's a little bit restless. He wants to get out and see the world a bit. We should get back to work.
Why, Julia?
You know why. Don't look at me like that.
We work in the same office, Julia. We have to look at each other now and then.
Well, not that way. That's all these feelings that makes everything confused.
Yeah, I know.
You're married. Mason, you and I don't have any right to make that kind of a connection.
Too late.
Please, don't.
Oh, right. No talking about the baby. That's off limits to everyone, including the father.
I think you know the reason for that. I can't allow myself to believe or even hope that you're going to be a part of my life. You have made a commitment to Victoria. You and I had a contract, and you have lived up to your part of that.
You have a knack for reducing our baby to a minor legal detail.
As far as you're concerned, I have to do that.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm fine. It is just the baby's way of saying that he is as weary of this conversation as I am. Go home to your wife.
That's easier in theory than in practice.
Things are the way they are, Mason, and there is nothing that we can do about it. So go home.
Are you okay? You were doing this all night. Waking, dozing, and then crying out in your sleep?
I remember what happened. I remember exactly what happened. There was a woman. She tried to kill me.
Slow down. No, it was just a dream.
No, Kane, you've got to get the police because I remember. I remember exactly what she looks like.
I've got your tea for you, Miss Norris.
Ah, well, come in and just put it anywhere.
Okay.
And I'd like this on my hotel tab.
Yes, ma'am. Could I have your first name again?
Just call me Athena.
That's Greek, isn't it?
Yes, she was the goddess of war.
Well, yeah, if you need anything else, just give us a call.
I will, thank you. Total war. I'm sure you'll be able to work things out with Victoria.
Well, I'm not as sure. We didn't start the marriage off under the best circumstances.
I always thought all you had to do was want it to be all right, and it would.
Yeah, I used to believe that, too. I gave it up when I was about 10.
Do you want things to work out with Victoria?
I want a lot of things, Julia. Not all of them honorable.
Just remember, whatever you do, it has nothing to do with me.
Sure.
Oh, Mason. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt.
Jeffrey, can it wait?
No, it's all right. Mason and I were finished.
Julia.
Look, I'll just make this quick. This is it. See, I don't know that I can go through with this plan that you and Alex have cooked up.
You mean our little financial setback for my father? Are you too delicate to say it?
No, Mason. It's Kelly. Now, I've lied to her ever since I got you. First because of you, and now because of the CC thing. Well, I want it to stop. I care about her, all right?
That's not exactly a late-breaking bulletin, Jeffrey. And it's not an excuse to let my father get away with what's tantamount to murder. You wanted to tear me limb from limb when you thought I was responsible.
Then I did nothing to you but stay away from you. And for exactly the same reason, because Kelly is bound to get hurt by it. You know it, Mason. She's devoted to CC, just as Eden was.
Maybe it's time she grew up and saw him for what he really is.
Oh, is that easy for you, is it?
No, it's not easy for me, Jeffrey. She is my sister. I'm not exactly standing smiling with pin poised to burst her paternal bubble, but he did let our mother die.
Mason, if we could find some way to protect her.
Just knowing the truth about C.C. Capwell will protect her for years to come.
I've spent so much time just trying to forget all this.
Darling, I gotta know something about the guy
I know. I was a grad student down at Ventura. I had been working a lot of hours on campus, and Bill, Dr. Addison, was my professor. And he had a lot of interest in my works, and I eventually became his teaching assistant. And then that night...
I'm sorry, but I gotta know.
We were working on a new research project, and we met at his office. And I was really late, and he had been drinking, and the whole building was empty. I was about to turn and leave, and he said he needed to talk to me, so I said I'd stay. And then he walked over, and he shut the door. And he started coming towards me, and he was saying that I was only using him to advance my own career, and that I was just like all the others. And then he hit me, and he hit me again when I was making noise, and to make me do what he wanted me to do. I begged him to stop. I begged him, please, to stop. I thought he would stop if he knew how much he was hurting me, but he wouldn't listen. He didn't stop.
Okay, that's enough. You don't have to tell me. That's enough. I'm sorry.
No, I didn't go to the police. And weeks went by. I really started believing that maybe I had encouraged him. I mean, that's what he just kept saying to me, that I encouraged him. And then finally one of my friends told me to go and press charges. How could they let him out after less than a year?
I don't know. The ways of the courts are beyond all of us, but that's where we start.
And you believe me?
Yes, I do, absolutely.
He's trying to drive me crazy.
Well, we're not gonna let him. Don't worry about that. I'm gonna take care of you. I'm gonna drop you off at the Capitals. You can stay with Haley, and we'll just give you a chance to check something out here.
What is it?
I'll fill you in a minute. Yeah, will you give me the number of the switchboard at the Ventura Police Department? I figure if we can get a jump on this guy, we can knock him out of the water before he knows what hit him.
Why waste all this energy worrying about someone the police probably can't find?
Don't you understand that maybe they can stop her from hurting another innocent person?
The only person I am worried about is you. We've got to get you back up on your feet. You've got a lot to get back to. Your family, your boyfriend.
And what are you going to do?
wave a magic wand and give me a new set of legs?
No, I'm gonna work you harder than you've ever worked in your life. It's easier to lie here and wish it hadn't happened. But I don't think you're that type.
You know nothing about me.
Don't be so sure.
You know, you can come and go as you please. I'm restricted to these 4 walls and this bed.
You think you're feeling the whole world's pain. Well, I was where you are not too long ago. And all the world I could see was out a window of a VA hospital.
What happened to you?
I got shot up pretty bad. A non-pen changed hands. I was so full of morphine for a year, I don't remember anything. Spent another year flat on my back and most of the next in a wheelchair.
Sorry, Kane.
Sorry is for people like you who don't mind lying around crying over spilt milk.
How dare you talk to me that way?
I'll dare more than that if you settle for lying in this bed for the rest of your life. Now, they said I would never walk again, too. But they were wrong. Now, I'm not saying you're going to run any marathons, and you might have to use a cane when you walk. Or maybe you'll just be able to take a few steps and then have to get back in that wheelchair. But damn it, lady, you are not going to lie there listening to your hair turn white. Now, I didn't give up. And if I've got anything to say about it, neither will you.
So, Pete, you're the mystery attorney who drew up my sister's will, huh?
That's right.
The soul of discretion, 2 doors down the hall, and I never knew.
Confidentiality was very important to Eden. She wanted to provide for the unforeseen without worrying all of you. If you don't mind, I'd like to try Inspector Castillo one more time, if I may.
Use the phone in my study.
Thank you.
Glad you're here.
Yeah. Makes it very real, doesn't it?
Too real.
Mm-hmm. Kelly, would you, excuse me for a few minutes while I talk to Mason, please?
Let's go see how Rosa's doing.
Just for a few minutes. I'll be right there.
Well, you always knew how to clear out a room, Dad.
Mason, I was hoping you'd give me an update about this partnership of yours and the firm.
Oh, well, you know how slow, stodgy old firms like ours are, Dad. You have to be 80 before they take you seriously.
Really? Well, $2 million is a hefty amount to invest, isn't it?
Oh, don't worry. It's well invested, Dad. I'm well worth it.
Is that a fact? Well, why don't you just keep me updated,
Don't want to lose track of all that capital, huh?
I think I have a right to know how my money is doing, don't you, Mason?
That right extends only as far as the day I pay you back. No further.
I see. All right, I tell you what, why don't we not argue about this today? I'm just glad you're here. I'm glad because Kelly is happy.
You still can't believe that I miss her too, can you, Dad? You know, Eden and I may have had our rough spots, most of them due to you, but I loved her as much as anyone.
I know you did.
And I don't like the idea of saying goodbye. Especially not with a nice legal document to make it final. I'm glad we're all here tonight.
So am I.
I've been thinking a lot about the concepts of family and forgiveness. In fact, I have a little surprise for you, Dad.
Stacy? What the hell is he doing here?
I wanted my brother here to join with the rest of the family.
He doesn't belong here, Mason.
I need him here, Dad. I'm tired of haggling over the past. Losing Eden taught me what's most important in my life. And it's a lesson I don't plan to forget.
That's it, come on. Pull, a little higher, come on. Use those muscles, come on, pull! That was good. I mean, you were very close.
I can't do it.
No, try again.
I don't want to do it now.
No, don't slow down. You'll lose your rhythm.
I don't have any rhythm. I can't do it.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Now, we've got to start with your arms. Now, lift yourself up. Come on, don't quit on me now. Come on, pull yourself up. That's it. Come on.
I can't do it. I'm not you, okay? I'm not going to walk again.
And you checked every name on the clinic sign-in sheet?
Yes, I did. They all came up clean.
Even this Wallace Arnold guy?
Even him.
Well, I mean, he's certainly not going to be using his own name, considering he escaped from prison.
Well, it turns out he didn't escape, Lucy. Ventura tells me he was paroled.
He was paroled? Paroled after what, 10 months?
Yeah. I wish I could tell you it was extraordinary, but... Listen, you have any idea why he'd want to come back after you now?
Yes, because he blames me for ruining his life. The trial got a lot of press. Even his own family turned away from him.
Okay. Okay, you just be real careful now, and I'm going to take care of this.
Sometimes I think I really did imagine him, but maybe I'm just reliving my own fears.
Well, even if that were true, we'd best err on the side of caution, so take it easy.
You're a nice man, Castillo.
I'll get that.
Hi, I'm looking for an Inspector Castillo. They told me the main house he was here.
That's Castillo, but that's me.
Oh, good, sorry. From Ventura PD.
Okay.
Sorry, here.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Castillo, what is it?
This is the solution to your problems, darling. Trust me.
Cruz. I'm sorry, Lucy. I'm glad you're here.
What's up?
Yeah, Eden's lawyer's at the house, and they want you there for the will. I know, man. You got to be there. We all want you there.
Ted, I don't know what I have to do to get... I don't want to participate in the reading of Eden's will, all right?
Feeling sorry for yourself?
I'm not feeling sorry for myself. I'm tired, I'm angry, and I'm frustrated.
You're spoiled, that's all.
Why don't you shut up and go away?
Can't do that.
Figures. Look, you're not a doctor. Maybe a miracle happened for you, but it doesn't mean it's exactly going to happen for me. And it doesn't mean you know how to take care of me.
Won't keep me from trying. You had a rough morning. I think you deserve a little break.
How about a nice walk in the sunshine?
How about I've got something else in mind?
Oh, yeah, what's that?
You'll see.
Kane, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I lost my temper.
I don't know what game you're playing, Mason. This is not the day for it.
I knew my coming here was a mistake.
Why, Dad's never been overly fond of Pamela's children. I can attest to that, but I was invited here.
Look, Mason, I don't want to upset Sophia or Kelly.
Then get the hell out.
Wait a minute. What is all this shouting about? What's going on, Jeffrey?
Dad won't let my brother come to our little family dinner.
Well, that's of course you're coming to dinner. I'm glad you're here and you'll have dinner with us.
Stay out of this.
No, I won't stay out of it. I'm glad Jeffrey's here. I'm glad he's going to be with us. And I'm glad he and Mason have patched up their differences.
So am I. Very glad.
That's 2 votes, Dad. Careful, the veins in your neck are throbbing again.
Look, Mason, it's not worth it, all right?
How dare you make a mockery of this day? How dare
No
you?
one's making a mockery of anything, Daddy. He's my friend, and he's a part of Mason's family.
Excuse me. Has there been any word from Mr. Castillo yet?
No, I tried him, but he's either not picking up or he's not there.
Well, shall we begin then?
Your call, Dad.
All right, son. We shouldn't put it off, should we? You all go on in the study, Mason. I will meet you in there. Please.
Alone at last.
You have pulled some insensitive stunts in your life, but this one just takes the cake, doesn't it?
What have I done now?
You go on about how much you miss Eden, and you're pushing him in here like some cheap replacement.
I'll pass along your high opinion of him.
I'm no hypocrite, Mason. He knows exactly how I feel about him. What about you? You're trying to impress him. What is it you want from him, hmm?
The only thing I ever held against him was the fact that he wouldn't tell us who he was. And can you blame him? Look how you're acting now.
I want to know what he's after. I want to know what you're after.
He's after the same thing I am, a little acceptance.
I don't buy that for 1 second.
Look around you, Dad. Your barnyard's full of black sheep.
You can't tell me something hasn't changed, Mason.
I've developed a forgiving soul.
Bull. You got something against me, my boy? Why don't you tell me? You've invented some new kind of, slight that I have? What I did to you? What is it? Tell me.
You're more paranoid than usual, Dad. Why would my accepting my half-brother have anything to do with you?
Because we agreed. You and I agreed that he was a threat.
You and I have seldom totally agreed on anything, Dad, but a little mystery is good for a relationship, don't you think?
I'm sorry, am I late? Dad, I found Cruz. I tried to talk him into coming, but...
He obviously made up his mind.
Yes, I have, Mr. C.
Cruz, I'm glad you did come.
I'm not here about the will. I don't care what happens to Eden's money.
Well, why don't you stay for the post-reading family dinner? It promises to be one of the most interesting we've had.
Why don't you butt out?
I do want to talk to the family, though. I've got something I need to tell you, and I've been putting it off long enough.
You didn't even want to stay and listen to the will? No, I really don't think I belong there. Yeah, I really feel sorry for Ted's family. Yeah, it's been hard for everyone. Look, I'm going to go lie down, okay? Are you going to be all right? I'm going to be fine, sure. Just go ahead. No!
Call off your bodyguard, Lucy. He can't help you.
Leave me alone.
Oh, no, don't mention our little visit either. No one will believe you anyway. I was never here. You can't prove I was.
No! Get away! Get away! Oh, what happened? He's here. He's at the window. He's at the window right now.
Room service, Mr. Arnold. Your dinner.
Thank you. Just leave it, please. Thank you. Just leave it, please.
I'm gonna go be with Jack. Soon Daddy will come around. Don't worry about it.
I wouldn't be too sure about that. He seems to have a lot of bitter memories about my mother.
Sorry to keep everybody waiting.
Mr. Castillo? Yeah. I've been trying to track you down for days. Peter Davis.
Oh, Mr. Davis, I got your calls. I had hoped not returning them would be answer enough.
Then you're not here for the reading?
No, I'm not. I just wanted to say something to the family.
Cruz, I'm so glad to see you. You all right?
Yeah, I'm getting by, I feel. I'm sorry I haven't been around, but it just seemed necessary to keep a little distance for the time being.
Miss Cruz, I'm sorry, but if you can be patient for just 1 minute, I can summarize Miss Capwell's will in a moment.
You are a persistent one, Pete.
Your sister left her entire estate, stocks, bonds, trust, holdings, everything, to Mr. Castillo.
Thank God you're still here.
What's wrong?
I saw him, Cruz. He was outside the guest house. He says he's coming after me.
Did you see him, Haley?
No, I didn't get a chance. I didn't imagine him, Cruz.
No one is saying you did.
Look, I don't know why I didn't see him. I mean, I was there as soon as I saw Lucy.
I should have gone straight over there, damn it. Listen, you two, don't go back to don't go anywhere until I get back. When I'm done with this guy, he's gonna wish he never set foot in Santa Barbara. So you're sure it was 5:20?
Yeah, right on the nose. Mr. Arnold was very definite about having dinner by that time.
Any particular reason?
It's none of your business.
How come you didn't sign the check?
I was talking with my wife on the phone, and I had him just leave it at the door.
Well, that's right. Then I went down to the kitchen, and, we keep timesheets down there if you want to see them.
Yeah, pull tonight's for me. I'll meet you down there.
Yes, sir.
So,
Mr. Castillo, just what am I supposed to be guilty of? Having dinner in my room or finishing everything on my plate?
I don't know how you did it, Addison.
My name's Arnold.
You get anywhere near her again, I'm
No,
gonna break
why are
your
you
legs.
harassing me anyway? Are you a police officer?
No, I'm not. I'm a friend of Lucy.
If you're not a police officer, then get out of here right now. I'm going to call the police.
I don't think you're going to do that. That's a decent likeness, don't you think? The cops in Ventura were extremely interested in what you've been up to.
Okay. So you know who I am, so what?
What the hell are you pretending to be Wallace Arnold for?
I'm trying to rebuild my life. I have an interview for a position at the university. They know exactly who I am. And I don't see any reason for anybody else to. Now, I haven't broken any laws.
Man, you are terrorizing an innocent girl.
Who?
You damn well know who.
I haven't seen Lucy Pickett in over a year. I hope I never see her again. Now, if she's telling you anything different, she's lying. Just like she did before.
I don't know why they put you into jail. You so much as look at the woman again. You'll be back inside so fast, the other boys won't have had time to miss you. Good night.
It looked like CC was about to fall over when he heard that Eden had left the whole lot to Cruz.
Careful, we're supposed to care about the old goat, remember?
Yes, well, you'll have to teach me the finer points of hypocrisy, won't you?
You're going to blow it if you don't start acting the role of the loving half-brother and stepson once removed.
Believe me, I'm trying.
And while you're here, try to act like you're happy to be a member of the family. You and Dad will be exchanging addresses before you know it.
Somehow, I don't think that the Trade Winds Motel is quite up to his standards.
Well, we'll just have to lower his standards, won't we? Isn't that what this charade is all about?
Come in.
Mrs. Caplow, dinner is ready if you're finished here.
Thank you, Marie.
Well, shall we adjourn?
Why don't you go ahead? We'll be there in a minute. I just don't know what I expected from tonight.
You upset about the will?
No. No, of course not. I know how important he was to her. It'll never be the same, baby.
No. No, it won't. We'd be foolish to think it would be.
I was hoping if we, being all together tonight, we could lean on each other, right? I could show them how much I love them and how much I depend on them.
Honey, they know that. It's just that they're feeling the same way you are right now. We can't just wish our grief away.
A father shouldn't have to bury his children.
No. No. And now Cruz is leaving. It's like breaking the last link. He was the biggest part of Eden's life.
Why don't you go inside, huh? I'll be in a minute. Come here. Oh, I miss you, baby. Dear God, I miss you so much.
A little bit of heaven right out in the middle of nowhere.
Well, I'm kind of surprised you don't kid around.
You ready?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. I'm sorry about your modesty.
Sometimes I'm a little too well-bred for my own good, I think.
Just think of me as a nurse or a doctor.
Okay, I will.
Ready?
Yeah.
How's that? Worth waiting for, huh?
I can feel the water. I mean, it's warm on my shoulders and my arms, but I can't feel it below my waist.
Well, don't worry about that. You just lie there and let the water do it. Just relax.
Okay, I'll try. Thank you, Kane.
Should I double-check the name on the door, or are you just visiting?
Your junior partnership is alive and well. I was just borrowing one of your research books.
Oh. Just make sure you put it back
on the right shelf. I know. How did it go this evening?
Well, as will readings go, I give it about a 4.5. It was short and brief, I'll say that.
I'm sure it was very painful for you and your family.
I think probably Cruz is the leading casualty. On second thought, he may be running neck and neck with my father.
Is there anything I can do?
Always the friend in need, huh, Julia? No. Short of resurrecting Eden, I don't think there's anything we can do. You might as well know she left her entire estate to the good inspector, or ex-inspector as the case may be.
That doesn't surprise me.
Are you surprised to know that he may be leaving town?
No, he mentioned that to me.
Yeah, well, I didn't mention it to him, but I'm gonna miss him. I'm tired, Julia.
There's been a lot of changes around us lately.
And not many of them for the good. I thought I would always have my family. No matter what happened, I always went running back to them, and now the safety net is falling apart.
You've got Victoria and the baby.
You're about to witness an historical moment, Julia. I'm going to take your advice and try to patch things up with my wife.
I'm glad.
Are you? I can never tell. You've perfected that smile, so I never know what's going on in your mind.
I want you to be happy.
Oh, really? Why? Why should you care if I patch things up with my wife?
Because I like seeing people honor their commitments.
I think you're afraid of what might happen if I were free. Try not to work too late, Julia. The baby needs his rest, too.
Cruz, would you just think about taking the bequest from the will? You were Eden's whole life.
It's not what Eden and I were about.
She was showing you how much you meant to her.
I already knew that.
You don't have to keep it. You can do anything you want with it, a worthy cause, a charity.
I'm sure you could, too, or Mr. C.
Eden didn't give it to us.
What do you want from me?
I want Eden's last gift to be treated with the dignity it deserves. I think this gift, Cruz, is about hope. It's not about money. She knew that you would have to be facing your life again without her around, and she was trying to make it easier for you to do it.
Yeah, well, that's a good argument. But I really don't want the money.
Cruz, it's your decision. But we all want to think that the people we love are going to be taken care of if we're not around to do it.
So the fantasy is that Eden is somewhere right now watching over me?
Yeah, maybe, and you can still do one thing for her. You can go on being the man that she loved.
Losing her has changed that man.
He has changed all of us. But Cruz, take what she gave you. Take everything. Take her memories. Take her love. And go on living. That's really her bequest. And don't you dare waste a moment of it.
Had a long day.
Oh, I did more in this one afternoon than I have in a week.
Glad you liked my surprise.
Oh, I did. Made me feel a lot better.
I'm glad.
I want to go to sleep now.
Okay, you do that. I got some cleaning up to do.
Thank you. I love you, Cruz. I love you.
Why don't you get out of here for a while?
You know, I was thinking about all the years that I've wasted.
Oh, don't say that.
Now, honey, when you were gone and I was raising the children, I was so involved with the business. I was so involved with making a fortune. I was never there when big things happened.
That's not true.
And the ironic thing is, if somebody asked me what I really wanted out of life back then, it would have been to be a good father. Damn, I made a lot of mistakes. Especially with Lisa.
You did the best you could, babe.
Oh. I took a lot of shortcuts, honey. I really did, with all the girls. Too many boarding schools, too many governesses.
Hey, I don't want you to do this to yourself. Look, I miss her too, but Eden wouldn't want you to do this. We got to think about the things we have that make us happy. We've got each other. Boy, is that a lot. And we've got Kelly, and we've got Ted, and we've got Mason. And whoever said that we were supposed to be perfect? Either one of us, Cece. Oh, baby, don't feel guilty, because then I'm going to have to feel guilty about not being here to help you.
I don't want to make any more mistakes, that's all.
You know what Eden would say if someone accused you of making a mistake? She would say, well, they just better answer to me.
I guess Cruz is right. She lives in all of us, doesn't she?
You bet she does. And this family, this Capwell family has a future, Cece. Each and every one of us are going to go on. And we are going to be stronger because of Eden's memory. I know that with all my heart. We're going to make it. We're going to make it, baby.
Tuned. Coming up is your chance to win cash on Channel 2's Watch Magnum and Win 3. When we ask you the Magnum question of the day, be the correct caller with the correct answer and win $200. Channel 2's Watch Magnum and Win 3. Next.